All right, so we're gonna try this again. Hopefully Anthony notices that I'm going live again. Maybe he'll switch it over. This is interesting. I literally, like, he's upstairs. Woo! Or at least it should be. Hopefully this works. Is it pretty good? Nice. All right, so here we go. Okay, I think we're good. Quit out of all these things. I do want to open up Twitch because that's a thing. Live. Okay, great. Great. Alrighty, so here we are. Take two. So Anthony is upstairs, actually, you know, playing the game, and I am going to be playing. I'm so sorry. No, this is not. I'm like very scatterbrained. This took a lot to get. Okay, so here we go. I have the chat open. Okay, great. So Anthony is upstairs playing World of Warcraft right now, Season of Discovery, Phase 1. And I am going to be doing some cooking from the WoW cookbook. Very exciting. So I was thinking I was going to do some kind of bread, because I do love making bread. So there's like a spiced bread, red bean buns, soft banana bread, sweet potato bread. I think we're going to do the honey bread. I think that'll be really good. So that is on page 79. But yeah, I mean, I'll just give you a look at this cookbook. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like the pictures and everything. It looks like you're looking at a quest. I love it. It's so fun. All right, page 79. Can't wait to break this book in. All right. Here is our recipe for honey bread. And it looks like, let's see here, needs a 1/4 cup of warm water, 3/4 cups of rolled oats, a 1/2 cup of milk that's warm, 2 tablespoons of butter that's been melted, a 1/2 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of instant dry yeast, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, an egg, and up to 3 cups of flour. All right, so it looks like this is going to need time to rise, about 1.5 hours. So that's usually, you know, until it doubles in size. All right, so here we go. First thing that I'm going to do is kind of get all my ingredients out. So I'm going to need like my cup, probably my 2-cup measure. Move my chair. And let's see. Shaped like the hives of wild honeybees, domesticated in ever-strong woods, this blood elven bread does not disappoint. Enjoy it with jam or more honey because you can't have too much honey. Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. All right, so let's see. A 1/4 cup of warmed water. So, fun fact, this is a microwave, but it doesn't work. And so I warm everything up like, oh, melted butter, I have to get a pan dirty for that. Oh, warm up water, pan dirty. All right, so a 1/4 cup of warm water. Here we go. All right, so we have our 1/4 cup of water, not warm yet, but it's there. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not laggy. All right, looking good. Also, I'm using my iPhone camera, which is really nice, and I think it looks really good. All right, 3/4 cups of rolled oats. You got it. Let's see here, 3/4 cups. 3/4 cups of rolled oats. I do try and keep the kitchen like pretty organized. I should have oats somewhere in here. Yes. Oh well. I think I have enough breadcrumbs. And I also think that I have enough yeast. I like to make bread. And I'll never forget when I went to the store and like when the war first started. And mostly all of the yeast comes out of Russia. So if you like to bake, like either learn how to make potato yeast or stock up, because there was literally a time when you couldn't buy yeast, so that kind of sucked. Anyway, I'm gonna need some of that. Actually, I already have one open, so I'm gonna need some of that. This, and then I have my oats that are right here. Great. Just like to keep it at least a little bit organized in here. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. All right, so I have that. I have my oats, and I need 3/4 of a cup. So I have my 1/4 cup measure. I'm gonna do this 3 times. Put it into like a bowl. Three-quarters of a cup. 1, 2, 3. And these are old-fashioned oats, right? Is that what it wanted? Rolled oats. I mean, that's right? Like rolled oats. Sure. These, I can roll them around. Oh, I have to put this all the way back. It's fine. All right. Let's see. Goes up there. Goes back there. All right, so we have the water, we have the oats. We need a 1/2 cup of water or milk. So I have this. We have the milk. And we need a 1/2 cup. That's 2/3. Okay, rude. Could have sworn. Oh, here we go. This one has the 1 cup measure on it, or a 1/2 cup, and it's sideways, so have to make sure that it's level. Look at Nikki, right where she belongs. I really am. Yo, I can't even be mad at you, dude. I love the kitchen, and I'm usually always here. So you're not wrong at all. I do love cooking, so. All right, I'm happy someone said that. All right, let's see here. Just a flying visit. Well, we appreciate you visiting so much, thanks. All right, we got that. I need butter. I need 1/2 cup of honey. Butter. We have our 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 cup of honey. So I have a few different ones. I always try to keep at least 2 pounds of honey, you know, around. So we'll use this one today from a local farm about 10 miles down the road. They do wildflower honey. It's absolutely delicious. So love, love, love that. I'm going to get a little bowl for that. And this is a 1/2 cup. So we'll take our 1/2 cup measurer. Kind of get this to be ready here. All right. Yum. This honey is so good. That's the one thing I don't like about putting honey in another container is like you can never get all of it out and it's like liquid gold. It's like, you just don't want to get rid of any of it. All right, so let's see. First thing I did when I moved into this house was I changed the sink because the sink was like, it was like a bathroom sink. It was awful. I was like, I can't work under these conditions. All right, we have the honey. We need yeast, 2 teaspoons. Got it. And 1.5 teaspoon of salt. I need an egg. Oh my goodness. I almost just had a mini heart attack. I thought that I was out of eggs. I was very upset. Okay, we have an egg. Got that. So right now, I'm just gathering everything together. Then we'll follow the instructions. I have the yeast. I need the salt. Salt is in here. Right there. I always pour my salt, like not always, but sometimes I use salt and I pour it over like a pot of like boiling water and then the steam goes into it and it makes it like solid. So I always have to shake it, but it still works. Kitty cat, what are you doing? Hi. What are you up to? Do you want to say hi to the YouTube? Come here. Hi. Yeah. This is Busy. Busy, say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, hi. He's the sweetest little man. He sometimes likes to go up on top of the counters to watch me cook, but we'll see what he does today. He's the sweetest boy. There you go. You might see him try to get around. All right, let's see. Up to 3 cups of flour. All right, so then I get out my flour. Sometimes I need Anthony to grab things that are really high up for me. It's very helpful. All right, I have that. I need to melt the butter. So, gotta do that. And I don't know if anyone uses like Le Creuset, but this is the best pan, and it's pink, but like this is the best pan I've ever got. But wait, there's more. This one is like, it's literally called the everyday pan because you can literally do anything in this. You can cook bacon, you can do burgers, you can, literally anything, toast, eggs, whatever. And then also like, I've used it like for like some like light frying and stuff, but then this one's really good for like frying stuff too. So very fun. Oh, let me cover up my honey. Make sure that looks good. And one thing I always learned from my mom was to clean while you're cooking. And that has come out in a very good way. So it's been awesome. All right, let's see. 3 cups of flour. Okay, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I keep saying all these things, and I'm not like doing it. All right, there's that. My butter, this. Oh, this is extra butter. Don't need that. This was 1.5, so 1.5. You can't really fuck up salt, so that's always nice. Well, you can. It can be too salty, but it's hard. Hard to do. Let's see here. Alrighty. So, Alrighty. So I have to melt the butter. I also have to warm the milk, so I think that we'll melt the butter first. Gas stoves, come and take it. No, I'm just kidding. I can talk shit and you won't even know. Yeah, okay, Tony, like if you really want to do that, like go right ahead. Not very nice. I don't know if, I thought that I was doing stuff in a way that I was going to be able to see the chat. I thought that I was doing stuff in a way that... There we go. Hi, Ashley! Oh my gosh, my sister's here. This is so fun! Hi, Ash! So what we're making today is, we're making honey bread from the World of Warcraft cookbook. I'm really excited. So Anthony's playing the game and I am making stuff. So right now I am melting the butter. Yep. I'm so excited that you're here. Thanks for hanging out. I want to do way more of these. Not just with like the WoW cookbook, but like in general. I have a whole lot of fun with it. So, all right. And then I need to get my tablespoons, 2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast. So we have our instant yeast right here. It is dry. And we're gonna go ahead and get our scissors. And if I don't use all of this yeast, then I definitely will use the rest of it by the end of the day. All right, 2 teaspoons, so. It's a good thing I have all these little bowls to keep all my little ingredients in as I go. It's always nice. 1. Perfect. I had a feeling the whole thing was 2 teaspoons. I just like to make sure. It's good to double check. All right. Butter, how you doing? The thing is about melted butter is there's a really big difference between melted butter and like hot melted butter. I wish I knew, but there are some times when I melt the butter and I immediately put it into like a recipe and it's not coming together, and then I put it in the fridge for like 2 minutes, take it out, and then I mix it and it's like so much better. So it's a little tip is like if they're asking for melted butter, like that's it. Like just melt it. It doesn't need to be hot or anything else. So fun fact. All right, now we also need to warm milk. So at least we have the butter going now. And then we're gonna need to get the milk going shortly. All right, boopy doopy doo. I can probably put the butter into this container. Very good. I can probably get the rest of that to go. I'll let it sit for just a couple more seconds. All right, and then I need to pour in the milk after that, warmed up milk. So combine warm water. Warm water? Nowhere, oh it does. It says a 1/4 cup, which is what I have over here. All right, so I had to warm the water and the oats in a large bowl. letting them sit for 5 minutes to soak. Add the milk, honey, yeast, salt, 1 tablespoon of the melted butter into the bowl. Beat in the egg. Okay, so I'm going to get my bowl here, I guess. No, I have my big bowl here. So I have my big bowl, but I haven't warmed up the water yet, so I'm going to have to do that. Jeez Louise. All right, this is melted. Get in there. Well, all of it's going to be going together anyway, so not the worst thing. All right, so we got that. Butter's there. This here, water. We just need to make that like a little warm. This pan's already nice and hot, so I probably just have to like swirl the water around a few times, and then that'll be good. And I'll also be able to get like all the butter out of here, which will be good too. Yeah, that's warm. All right, so combine the warm water and oats in a large bowl. So here goes the warm water. Here's the oats. And then we're just gonna kind of cover these. Make sure that they're kind of all getting soaked into the water. And keep in mind, I've never done this recipe before. I'm literally doing it for the first time right now. So we'll just let these get nice and softened. I miss oats. I should eat more of them. Doing this recipe made me realize that. I think I might make overnight oats. All right. And I just also wanted to say thanks everyone for like tuning in. This is really fun. I used to do this from my kitchen when I was really young. All right, then I need to warm the milk. Yeah, so I used to make like little mock cooking shows when I used to live at my parents' house when I was like 8 through like 12 years old. I would take out a video camera, ask my mom to go to CVS, grab some like blank cassettes, charge it for like 3 hours, then pop a new thing in the video camera and set it across the kitchen and just record myself cooking like on Food Network. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And this is bringing me right back, but like, I don't know, 25 years later and 22, whatever. And here we are, like we're live on YouTube cooking. It's so cool. I don't know, this is pretty neat to me. All right, so we're gonna warm up this milk. All right, so far, 5 minutes to soak for those. Add the milk, honey, yeast, and salt. So I have the salt, I have the yeast, I have the honey, and then it wants me to take some of the butter, like half of it, and put that in there. And then gradually mix in the flour. So what we're probably gonna wanna do is put in the, how's this milk? It's warm. Great. Okay. Those need to sit for like 2 more minutes. And then we add in the milk, honey, yeast, salt, 1 tablespoon of the melted butter. Then we beat in the egg, and then we gradually mix in the flour 1 cup at a time. You may not need all of it. Okay, so we got this. We'll add it in 1/2 cup at a time. So that's what we'll do. Okay, add the milk. I mean, these look pretty good. You know, they look like they've absorbed the liquid. They don't look dry. That's good. All right, add the milk. Done with that. Busy, are you by the window? He likes to be out on the window, but it's cold today, so I'm not gonna open it. I have the heater going at full blast. My little Eden Pure. All right, so I got the milk. Milk, honey. It's definitely worth it to look locally to try to find honey. There's a lot of stuff where I'm like, yeah. But honey is, you can taste the difference. It's amazing. And what's cool is that if you get it from the same farm, you'll notice that like the flavor changes during like different parts of the summer because it's like different like concentrations of nectar. So it like completely changes the flavor of the honey from like the exact same farm, which I thought was really cool. Honey, we had to add in the yeast. That's interesting. I've never added in yeast like that. All that. The salt. Right, it said salt. Yep, yeast, salt, honey, milk, then a little bit of the butter. This is what we're working with right now. And I guess I can move over here and mix her up. Interesting. I guess you don't need to let the yeast bloom if it's, oh, and that honey melted up really nice. Just try to, I guess if you're ever going to do this recipe, just keep an eye out because you didn't bloom the yeast first. So it's a good idea to do that. Make sure that all your yeast is covered with like some liquid. I think this is going to be really good. I'm excited for it. All right, so I mix that together. Beat in the egg and then gradually mix in the flour. All right. Check this out. My cats love eggs. I'm going to crack this egg and you're going to hear meowing. He's too distracted with looking outside. That was great. Thanks, Biz. That's funny. He literally, every time, like if I open an egg and they're upstairs, they will bolt downstairs. It's really funny. All right, we're gonna beat it in egg. Just until incorporated. You don't want to too much. I don't think. It didn't say anything particular like that. Alright. That egg is very well mixed in there. Now we're going to do our flour and up to 3 cups. They said you might not need it all, so I'm going to be adding 1/2 cup at a time. Alright, so we've got 1/2, and not going to do a crazy mix, just going to do like a gentle mix just so it gets it all wet. Because I don't want to over mix it. And I say that, but I don't know. So like scraping the sides every 1/2 cup. And just so you can't see like little particles anymore. So I just put in 1/2 cup. Basically looks like that. It's not like super mixed in. I could totally mix it more. But before I do that, I'm just going to add in the other 1/2 cup. That way I can at least see like the consistency, how it's starting to build. So that's 1 cup. If someone can keep me on this here. 1 cup of flour so far. And again, just scraping those sides. All right, there's 1 cup. I think it'll end up being 2.5. 1.5 cups. hope everyone's having a good weekend. I got my house nice and cleaned and just feeling really good about that. I don't know, like that's only 1.5 cups. I mean, I think it needs to turn into like a dough. So I think what we're gonna end up doing, let's see. You may not need all of it until you have a nice workable dough that isn't too sticky. Turn it out to a surface. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is end up putting this mixture in here because I'm a little weakling and I never make bread like from whipping it. I used to, but I don't anymore. So I just don't think my grip strength is there anymore. All right, so we still have our flour. We've so far input 1.5 cups. Sorry for the noise. These are a set of the ravioli makers, but I use them to make like cookies and a bunch of other things. So there's like $15 from Amazon. So highly recommended. Dough hook. Our mixer. Ugh, yeah, this would have been kind of tough, so. I just cleaned this mixer last night, so let me just go ahead and get it all dirty again. Oh, man. All right. Just scrape this bowl really good. It's just going to be too thick to do it by hand, so I'm not even going to get to the point where like I feel like it's too much. Very interesting though, very interesting recipe. I've never made bread with oats in it. Like I've never made a bread dough with oats, which is very interesting. So we'll see. We shall see. I wish I had my spatula. Did I do the dishes? Just gonna quickly wash my spatula that I had in the washer. Cause I was so lazy last night. Oh, that water is so hot. It's like it can burn me. All right, awesome. Spatula, this thing. Yeah, can't leave all this behind. All right, kind of gotta get going though here. All right, cool. Dirty again. Put some hot water in there. All right, cool. We're looking good. So now we have 1.5 cups of flour in our mixture. All right, we're gonna do another 1/2 cup to bring it to 2 cups and then see how it goes. I do wash things a lot, so that's something that you'll see, which is good, you know. 1.5, all right, we've got, here it is for 2 cups. Great. That's gonna be so much easier for me. I'm like, I can't. See if my camera will extend to over there. Nope, it won't. Sorry. You'll just have to imagine. kneeling over all the time. All right, that's better. All right, cool. I'm no emerald, but it isn't super sticky. I think I'm gonna only do like not even a full quarter cup of flour. So we're at 2 cups right now, and it's holding its shape on its own really well. But I think I'm just gonna do a little bit more because it's still a little sticky. So I'm doing like not even a full quarter cup. In there, pop that out. That'll be great. Let me get this area. That's going to be the station where I'm going to be rolling everything out, so yeah, you definitely don't need 3 cups of flour with this recipe, I can tell you that. Alright. Oh yeah, that looks so good. That looks like a great dough. Alright, nice. You know it's good dough when it sticks to itself. That's always fun. All right, so we've got all that. And then we're gonna take the dough and gradually mix in the flour until you have a nice workable dough that isn't too sticky. Turn it onto a lightly floured surface and knead several minutes until it bounces back. Place the dough in a slightly greased bowl. Place in a warm place to rise for about an hour. Okay, cool. So we do have kind of that coming up, the rise, but I do have the heater. I do have the heater going on in the kitchen right now, so hopefully it'll make a nice conducive place for the dough to rise up. That would be fantastic. Let's see. So here's this. This is what the dough looks like now. It's very all nice and put together. One thing, so that came together well. Just gonna give a really quick clean over here. Also, I highly recommend, if you don't already use reusable paper towels, really consider it. They're awesome. They literally, they've saved us so much money. We haven't had to buy paper towels. We bought a 5-pack of these. You can put them in the laundry. They work really well. 10 out of 10, would recommend. All right. Just made tallow body butter yesterday, and so I think I have some residual tallow that's splattered out and all over this thing apparently. Gosh darn. All right, there we go. Oh, fun fact too. I found out that if you have like a lot of like acne and stuff, like your girl Truly over here, to try to cut out like trans fats, because apparently trans fats, they don't, like, they're only in liquid form after like 100 degrees, and so like if you have it in your body, like it's just gonna like store. It's not ever gonna be like liquid. It's just gonna be like hard. So it's just a good idea to like see if that would help, because like tallow and everything, beef tallow is skin temperature, like room temperature. It'll be melted, and that's like really good for you. It means it can like body temperature, like go through your body. So it's really important to know like the melting point of different fats, because that means when it enters your body, what's it gonna do? Learned that the other day. All right. Still kind of wet. Take a fresh towel. All right. So now we've been told this is our dough. It actually feels really nice so far. Looking good, feeling good, all that. So I'm just gonna take you and this, and we're gonna come over here and start to really knead in this dough. So. And just until it's nice and soft. It's already pretty soft, to be honest. May have used too much flour. That's all right. And so with the dough, what I like to do is I'll take it and then I'll fold it, and then you firmly just on the countertop kind of roll it again. Then you can flip it over and like push down and roll it again. So that's just what I'm doing over here. Yep. I'm also pretty light, and so sometimes I have to put my entire body into doing this. Oh yeah. This is a really great recipe. This is a great dough. Almost done. Honestly, feels really good. Gluten is glutening. All right. Let's see. Do I push it and it bounces back? A little more. Just a bit more. All right, let's see that one. Poke. She looks good. She's nice and she pokes and comes back. Kind of, well, maybe slow, but let's see. Poke. Maybe a little more. Now we're going in on it. I do love kneading dough, how you can really like just feel the transformation. Let's see. It is coming back. You can't see it, but I swear. All right, yeah, that looks very good. Very happy. All right, so put that there. Just gotta clean a couple things off so I can get this bowl over here ready to go. And this bowl doesn't need to be absolutely spotless because I'm just going to put some olive oil in it and then just let the dough rise. So it doesn't need to, I don't need to be like super crazy about getting everything out of it right now. And I also like cleaning it out with very hot water, so that way it's already warm and the bread's like, ooh, my new home. Little bit of oil. Just spread that around. Yabba dabba da. Alrighty, and then take the dough, put it in, flop it around. I like to put the dough in, put it in and flip it over, and then kind of like move it around the bottom. That way it's like all kind of has the oil on it. Alright, there's all that. Piece of this. Go ahead and cut some plastic wrap. Do 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 do. All right, so now gonna just let her rise. Maybe put that here. I'm just gonna get a couple of things cleaned up. Okay, well, what's after this? All right, so this says turn it out into a lightly floured surface, bounces back, place the dough in a lightly greased bowl and set aside in a warm place to rise for about an hour or doubled in size. Got it. Okay, done that. Check. Let me bring my chair back over here. All right. Then it says, butter the outside of a small mixing bowl, roughly 8 inches wide and 6 inches tall. I feel like it might end up being this one. I don't know if I have a mixing bowl like that. Anyway, set it upside down on a baking sheet. Divide the dough into 4 equal parts. Roll these pieces of dough out into ropes, each about 3 feet long. Where do they think I'm doing this recipe? Do they think that people just have 3 feet to spare in their kitchen? Okay, okay. Let's see, about 3 feet long. Beginning at the top of the overturned bowl, coil 1 rope around itself, working your way outward and down the bowl. When you reach the end of the first piece, pinch another length of dough to the end and continue coiling, forming a beehive shape. Oh my gosh, that's why it's honey bread. Checks out. It's fine if the dough doesn't reach all the way to the baking sheet when you are done. It will expand as it rises. Cover the dough lightly and allow to rise for about half the time as before. Preheat the oven to 350. And once the bread is risen again, so I have to, like, right now it's rising, then we have to proof it. So, geez Louise. Once the bread has risen again, move the baking sheet to the oven and bake for about 20 minutes. So, am I putting the bowl in there too? That's interesting. Once the bread is risen again, move the baking sheet to the oven and bake for another 20 minutes before gently lifting the bread off the bowl. Okay, so yeah, we cook it on the bowl. Damn. I'm trying to think if I have a bowl that can accommodate that. Anyway, here's a picture of it. This is what we're going for. So hopefully it works out well. All right, I am going to preheat the oven now because the oven kind of spits out some heat, which is good for, you know, letting the dough rise. So it was 350. Start that. I'm going to need anymore. And I think I do need to find like a bowl or something. Because all my other stuff is like in the dishwasher. Which I'm just gonna fill up again now. There's all that. Thank goodness. I thought I didn't need my butter anymore. Put it in the sink, but it's still good. No water got in it, so that's a plus. All right. I should also go downstairs to the basement and get a bunch of meat that I'm going to need to defrost for this week, so I might need to go and do that as well. Hi, Busy. Hello. You can't go inside the dishwasher. We found him in the dishwasher once. He decided that it would be a cool place for him to hang out. Excuse me. No. You don't go in there. What you talking about? No, no, no. All right, so I'm gonna put the dishwasher on now. Bye-bye. All right, let that start up. All right, so we have this rising. This is fine. Gonna do some cleanup of this flour. All right. Cleanup part's a little boring, so I do apologize. But at least this will make it so I can keep going. And then once we're done cooking, that'll get like a very good clean. So not that you're worried about it, but in case you were. What are you doing, kitties? I think we got them this new mouse. It's from an Etsy shop. I'll see if I can bring it over, but. It's like literally the best toy we've ever gotten, these cats. We've got them lots of toys. Let me see if I can get it. What are you doing? Oh, you're mousy. You want your mouse? Come here. So we got them this little mouse. It's made out of like buck fur. Anyway, it's like it is their favorite thing in the whole world. Go get it. Oh, you can't see him. Anyway, whatever. It's a good one. And you can get them, if you ever wanted, at Mike's Mountain on Etsy. He has a bunch of really cool stuff. really good. So we love that. I probably should go to the basement and get some beef. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I don't know. I feel like my camera needs to be plugged in for it to work, so I'm gonna leave it plugged in, so I'm not gonna take you down to the basement with me. Although I can check my freezer. Hi. Let's see if I have anything up here. I have chicken. I have some bacon. Nothing that I really want to use. Hi. He's the cutest little boy. All right, that's gonna rise. It's already starting to puff up a little bit. Alrighty, then I'm going to head downstairs very quickly to the basement, grab some beef I think we're gonna want to cook, get that defrosting, and then I'll be right back. Busy lost his toy. So I got some shaved steak. Yum. Looked like it was getting a little freezer burn, so I was like, let me get that out of there. And then some ground beef. Yum, yum, yum. All right, now I need to find somewhere to defrost those. So I guess I'll clean up my sink. And do it in here. And like that's gonna take a while too. Oh well, the oven's preheated. That's great. Love that. Okay. On that, cold water. Alrighty. And there is another recipe that I could do. Not from this, oh my god, my hair. Not from this cookbook, but from my life. And it's a good one. So I could do, because I think we're going to have cheese steaks tonight for dinner. And I don't have any bread. So I think that I want to put that, let's see. I also just kind of want to move this panel somewhere else. The chat panel, move it over here. Yeah, nice. Oh, good. There we go. Now I can like actually see chat, because before I was using my phone to see chat, and that was really hard. So now I don't need to do that. That's good. All right. All right, great. So now I have Twitch chat open, so I can now see Anthony. I can't hear him because if I turned it on, then that would be that. someone followed us on Twitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Anthony, don't forget to say thanks. All right, so if you're just tuning in, we are in the WoW cookbook. We are on page 79, and we are making honey bread. So far, we have everything ready to go. The bread is rising in this. The oven is set. We've got that going. And, oh yeah, I turned off this, but this needs to be on because this needs to be covered in water. Little Toot, come here. She's such a crazy cat. She's so cute. Hi. Hi, princess. Hi, my little princess cat. She's like her father. She doesn't like to be on the internet. My widow sweetie bear. Hi, kitties. Busy, I know you want to play, and I know the second little bear gets down, you're going to go and harass her. Bye-bye. Thank you for staying off the counters. Uh-oh, he's going for her. It's playtime. Oh, Anthony. Are you going to use the dough hook? Yeah, I did. Busy, be nice. Oh, this is going to be funny. There it is. Called it. Busy. Be a nice boy. Be a nice boy. Why do you want to be so mean? Why do you want to hurt your sister? Why are you being so mean? Our cats just like to have battles every once in a while. All right. Then after that, they have like a pine nut bread, Mulgore spice bread. Ooh, what kind of spices does that need? Ground cardamom, ginger, cinnamon, ground cloves, and mace. Okay. Well, I very much enjoying doing this. So basically I need to take these and break them into 4 different parts once it's risen. And then pull it apart into 3 feet long coils. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So, currently just waiting. All right. So we have made the bread, waiting for it to rise. Great. What else can I make? I do have a really good brownie recipe. Yeah. Well, I guess that there will just be a part 2 of this. So I think I'm gonna go upstairs, maybe get on WoW. So catch us on the Twitch channel, Tony and Nikki, on Twitch. And then when this dough rises, I'll be back, and we will go again. Oh, want to do brownies? Okay, I'll do brownies. All right, so I got this still going. Just gonna use the bathroom really quick. BRB. All right, I'm back. yeah, I figured that I would, while this dough rises, I'll just come up and play. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye.